Welcome back to Let's Get Cooking. It's your girl Rashida, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make shrimp scampi pasta. This is a delicious family meal. But first, have you subscribed yet? If not, please click that subscribe button and let's get started. Alright, of course I'm using some shrimp for this recipe. White wine, spinach, tomatoes, olive oil, butter, lemon, garlic, and pasta of my choice. Trying a new pasta here. And that's it. First, I want to start off by just cutting my tomatoes in half, and then I'm just going to slice up my spinach into smaller little pieces. Definitely want to half the tomatoes so that they'll cook a little bit faster, and just to have smaller pieces. I'm using grape tomatoes, but cherry tomatoes are fine. So once I just give these a quick chop, then those ingredients are ready. Next, it's time to put a little seasoning on my shrimp. I'm just doing a little bit of salt and pepper to give flavor, bring the flavor out, and a little bit of spice. So I'm doing a little Cajun seasoning along with the salt and pepper. Not a whole lot, but just enough to help bring out the flavors in that shrimp. So the shrimp will be flavored in the pasta. So you definitely want to give a light seasoning to the shrimp. Now here I have 3 to 4 garlic cloves. I'm just showing you how I mince my garlic cloves. Just use the little grater, the micro grater, and just mince those real quick. And it's going to give me about a good tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of minced garlic. And that's going to go into the scampi. Scampi is a quick sauce just using butter, garlic, a little white wine, or chicken broth or vegetable broth. Bringing that together and just flavoring up shrimp and pasta. Very easy sauce. Here I'm making my pastas. These are going to cook while I finish making the scampi, the shrimp scampi sauce. I'm going to let my pasta cook for about 10 minutes. Now I'm adding 6 tablespoons of butter to my pan, and I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Just wanted to balance off a little olive oil with the butter, or you can do a whole stick of butter. Or you could do all olive oil if you really wanted to and wanted to cut out the butter. I'm just going part butter, part olive oil. For mine, I've heated my pan to about a medium heat. Not too high because we don't want to burn the butter, of course. So I would say it's about a medium heat. Let that melt. Then I'll be adding that garlic that you just saw me mince. I'm adding the garlic to the pan. Garlic can burn very quickly, so we don't want to let that sit in the skillet too long by itself. I will let the garlic infuse with the butter, olive oil mixture for about 15 to 30 seconds. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in the shrimp. I'm using 1.5 pounds of shrimp for this recipe. You can use less or more depending on how many you want to feed. This will feed about a good 4 people. So I'm using large shrimp also. You could use smaller shrimp, but I'm using these nice large shrimp. Have good texture. I think they're the perfect size. So I'm just going to stir in my shrimp and let those cook. We don't want to overcook shrimp, so these will cook for about a good 5 to 7 minutes. And now I have everything in there. I have my butter, olive oil, garlic, shrimp. Not everything, but we're getting there. So I'm just going to cook these shrimp for about 5 to 7 minutes, like I said, and then I'll add in the rest of the ingredients. Halfway through the cooking process, I will add in my extra flavors, and that'll be the lemon juice and the white wine. Before the shrimp are completely done, I want to add in those extra 2 ingredients. I'll be adding in probably about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1 cup of white wine. If you're cooking for children, you don't want to use white wine, you don't have to. I would recommend you use vegetable broth or stock, or seafood stock or broth. Those will work just fine in place of the white wine. Okay, those shrimp are a nice pink color. They've been cooking for about 5 to 7 minutes at this point. Now I'm removing them so they will no longer cook. Because if you cook shrimp too long, they will be tough as they say tough as leather. So we want to remove the shrimp, and we're going to continue. That's the pasta. It's just about done. I'm going to drain it, and then it'll be ready to go into the sauce. Shrimp scampi does not take long at all. I'm going to say this dish may have taken 30 minutes. There's the shrimp looking good, looking delicious. So they'll be ready to be added in a few minutes. So that's the remaining sauce right there. That's the scampi. The scampi sauce is the butter, is the garlic, is the white wine. That's scampi. It's really a garlicky, buttery sauce. Now I'm adding in my tomatoes. We cut the tomatoes at the beginning of the video. You can use tomatoes, you can omit tomatoes, whatever you like. I'm just using a few because everybody in the family doesn't like tomatoes. So I just threw a few in there. And I'm going to definitely cook these for about, you want to soften them up to make them nice and tender. So for about 4 minutes, I'm adding in about a quarter teaspoon of red pepper flakes because we're just going to give it a little kick. We want to add a little kick to complement the scampi sauce. So now I'm cooking the tomatoes. The shrimp, not the shrimp, the spinach will go in last, but you do need to cook the tomatoes. Okay, well, once those tomatoes have been cooking in the sauce for a few minutes, it's time to add in the pasta. Now you can use any type of pasta of your choice. I'm using, I don't know if this is called Germinelli. Don't quote me. I'll write it in. But I just wanted to try a different pasta for the first time, and these were really good. Now I'm adding in the spinach. We are nearing the end of our, now shrimp scampi normally is the sauce and the shrimp. That's it. I'm adding in a little bit of bonus flavors with the tomatoes and the spinach. Just making it a little healthier. But scampi generally is shrimp and the sauce. And then you can add that to whatever you want. Some people add it to rice, some people add it to pasta, some people just eat it by itself. So I added in the spinach, and I want to say I'm using about a cup and a half of spinach. Definitely can add more if you like. I wish I would have had a little bit more spinach. At this point, I have turned off the heat, and the spinach will just wilt into the pasta. You can add a little Parmesan cheese if you like to give it an extra burst of flavor. And there it is. That is my shrimp scampi with tomatoes and spinach over pasta. This is a delicious meal. I do hope you make it. Thanks for coming to the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me. To the next video, have a blessed day, blessed week. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.